What's up, creeps? It's Jason, aka the Pope of Pain. I'm back in the Mask Morgue with my man Riley. Hey, wow, the camera actually went on you this time
Oh wow,
for the first
it's
time.
actually working.
Look, this is
we're amateurs, okay?
Believe it or not, yeah, we have this. We have a person editing this, and I'm just kidding. No one's editing these videos. It's all AI. Now, is it AI?
They're taking over.
Or it is kind of artificial intelligence. This camera cuts back and forth to people,
Right?
So it may make sense, it may not, but I don't give a shit because I'm here with one of your favorite masks on the Mask Morgue.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Yeah.
We've done this. I mean, what, a year ago? We talked about the hanging I do, right? And holy shit, we're back doing it. Why are we doing a second video on the hanging I do? Because I've learned a little history on this, and we have a second version of the hanging I do. Out of what, 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 total. Yeah.
Yeah. So and now I own this is
I
my
see
copy.
What you did there.
Oh yeah, good job.
I own.
Look at that. But it's
I do too.
I do. Yeah. Wow. The
puns
puns are shitty today.
All right,
so
we're gonna stop.
So yeah, we're back. We're going to do another hanging I do video on a totally different mask here, but I'm excited about this. So let's talk about a hanging I do real quick, okay?
Right.
Because as far as I know, and I'm an amateur, right? There are 3 versions of this thing out there, right? Well, you know what? Why even bullshit? Why don't you tell me what's going on here? Tell me the history, then we'll get into this.
I'm going to tell you guys a lot of useless information. In 1976, Bill Eastrom, the famous Chicago sculptor who sculpted most of the faces we love from Be Something Studios, he sculpted the hanging I do. It has become probably my favorite mask of all time. If you spent any extended period of time with me, you've probably heard me talk about this mask, and I apologize because it's like crack for me.
It was funny. I was watching our old video, and and you said it was your screensaver or screen whatever home screen.
It's on my work computer too.
So it's the same. It's still there.
Still same screensaver.
I love it.
You know, it'd be more cool if I had like a girl's screensaver or something, but instead it's a mask. You know,
whatever.
Yeah, some people get their kicks on other things. So anyways, this mask was sculpted in 1976, and the first variant was too small, and it was actually never produced. I've never seen a vintage copy of this mask. It has been produced in recent years, a very, very small I do.
Yeah.
And then in 76, the retooled version, the larger version, the blockier version, the one that I've come to know and love, the one that's tattooed in my armpit, the one that's all my screensavers used in pieces. That's the one I've come to know and love, the classic hanging I do.
And I'll see if I can at the end of the video, it's like shit pops up.
Right.
I don't even know what that is for YouTube world, but I'll put the old video with the actual OG copy of the hanging I do in that, so you guys get to see infant stages of the Mask Morgue. It was one of our first
on camera. I still am, but
it was one of our earliest videos.
Yeah, first or second.
I think. So it was pretty rad. But anyway, I'll put that up there. Right. But that's the copy that you own.
Yeah. So I've got probably 3 or 4 I do's by now, and that one was produced 76 through 84.
Yeah.
And then in 1985, Bill Eastrom picked up the tools again, and he made I Do 2. It was a sequel to I Do 1. This one has like yellow pus. He's blue. He's very whimsical looking.
Right. And now, was this the eye was switched on this one?
Yeah. So the eye is originally on the left side, kind of like this guy right here. But
right side.
I Do 2, it's on the right side.
Well, the eye is on the right side now.
What? What do you mean?
The eye is on the right side.
That's the left.
This is the left.
L makes a left, and this isn't Jason.
But look, the eye is hanging off.
That's the left side. What are you talking about?
This is the left. This is the right.
From my left to your right. It's okay, and you get the idea. We're not very smart. A jarhead and a dumb teenager. Well, a 20-year-old. But yeah. Anyways, hopefully we can. Yeah, hopefully you guys didn't see that. But anyways, 85 through 88, we had I Do 2, which is the more whimsical one. I don't like that one as much because it's not like the dried up olive green zombie.
Yeah, you know? It's and like I said, it seems like they went deeper in the cuts and all this stuff. I think they're trying to absorb more paint in those deep crevices, and then the eye goo or whatever that somehow is
like yellow.
Yeah, and I wasn't a huge fan of that.
Right, I like it because it has a hanging eyeball. I like gory masks. I like dead things.
Yes.
So I love that one. Not quite as much as our Old Faithful. And then in 2008, the wizard Jordu Schell actually did a modernized sculpt, which is the one we're sitting with here today, which is called Why Yes I Do. So the three horsemen of the apocalypse, I guess.
Yeah.
Great modern take. It's not as crude as the original, but I like seeing it. And what's interesting about this one is the eye is actually on this one. Originally, the eye is separately molded and glued onto there, but this one's all one piece, so that's kind of cool for longevity purposes.
And it's cool because once again, you said Jordu Schell because I'm a huge fan of this guy.
Right.
Obviously,
who isn't?
Yeah, one of the greatest sculptors out there in the mask world and whatnot. And so I imagine I'm just taking Zagone hired him, and said, "Hey, do this." I mean, just like Distortions would do, yeah, okay. And but I actually really like this one, man. I mean, I love the OG version. You're right. I do too, with the eyeball on the left side.
I'm gonna let it rest. I meant from the audience's point of view.
Good call. Well, actually, as they're watching this, they're probably going to cheer you on that. So anyway,
hopefully,
I love it. But this, I've seen this in the past, right? And I don't own an I do or anything like that. But then you got in contact with Aaron D. Lewis, who works at Zagone, right? And you're like, Jay, I got something. I'm going to get another I do, and I'm like, and I looked at this, and I'm like, whoa, hold up, man, and then you're like, let's get two. And so we both have a copy.
Yeah, he had two on the slab, and I was like, dude, I'm like, I don't want anyone else having it. I said, get it, Jason. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm with you. So
because I don't have one, and I wanted one, and I wanted an old school colorway, palette like we do from the original.
And he made a post one morning. He's like, I'm doing some custom paint ups. Let me know if you guys want any. And I was obviously the first person. I was like, hey, why don't you do one up for Mr. I Do himself,
I like it, yeah.
And he's like, what color palette you want? I said, go Old Faithful. I said, give me that olive green and that bright red, So he whipped out the old paints and
he killed it.
That sparse white hair. And one of my favorite things about the I Do, and we've talked about this previously, is it could go either way. This could be a male or a female mask or costume.
For sure.
And it's just a great design. It's kind of timeless, I don't think you can really mess up a zombie design because they're rotting, so
good point.
You don't really have a guideline, so I like how crazy and weird this guy is. And Aaron knocked out of the park. It looks just like the OG paint scheme, so I couldn't be happier.
No, I couldn't actually either. And for me, and for which we'll get into price in a minute on this, man. But and it may be fair. So, for those who don't know much about Zagone, they originally were Be Something Studios in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
And then along the line, I don't know what year Be Something turned into Zagone, but always owned by the same family
name,
right? And all that stuff. So, and to be fair, I was never a giant Zagone fan, right? Just growing. I mean, there's so many different mask makers out there, and I just kind of levitated to more of the Don Post, the maybe the Top Stone and all that as younger and all that stuff. But and talking to Aaron, right? I'm telling you guys, Aaron Lewis, the guy is amazing. He's an awesome dude, and the best customer service I've ever had in my life, by the way.
Like in and out in like a day.
Yeah, incredible, man. And now I'm digging through their catalog, and I'm like, shit, I actually kind of really like these masks,
slept on them, man.
Yeah, and I think about it, and the history behind a lot of Zagone masks. I mean, they're in like almost every damn movie, man.
Right. We got them in Friday the 13th Part 2, Pieces. What else we got? I know that movie, The Town.
The Town has
got it.
Yeah, right.
Rocktober Blood, Hack-O-Lantern, the Funhouse, the list goes on and on. You know? And the coolest thing is they've been making these masks since the 70s, and none of their designs are like licensed characters.
Right.
And they're still just that iconic, because
which is cool.
A lot of killers have worn them and whatnot. So I love that.
Doing their own creation is tough, I think, these days or whatever, because everyone wants something that's already out there.
Everyone wants a Michael Myers or an Art the Clown. And as much as we love that, I love stuff like this a little bit more.
For sure, yeah. Doing something that's unique and whatnot, and then like I said, having the thought process to actually hire a Jordu Schell, who is going to knock it out of the park, right? And I think still keeping the old school look to this, you know what I'm saying, with a modern sculptor. It
looks like it could be a cousin,
Yeah, 100%. And the fact that the eye is actually attached now, because that was a problem you were saying in the past. Some
of them will rot or they'll fall off or something. And an issue is I'm trying to get some of mine foam filled, but I'm curious how that eye stem is going to get foam filled because it's so shallow.
Yeah,
I'm I'm sure I'll have some mask wizard out there that can do the trick for me. But for this guy to be foam filled, it'd be a piece of cake because it's one piece. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a cool half mask, guys, and then
Right.
obviously with the hair and everything like that, the hair piece attached,
Right.
an easy mask to flop on,
Right.
easy mask to display. I literally just threw a little bag in this thing, popped it on there, and it was ready to go.
Ready to go.
You know,
yeah.
which a lot of half masks they like to rock forward.
Right, and it's great latex too. I mean, these
Yeah.
masks have been made in the United States since the 70s, and their longevity to this day. You know,
Yeah.
I have masks that are older than my parents by them. You know, so it's pretty cool to see these masks standing the test of time. you
It
know?
definitely, and now I feel happy that we're going to have one of these hanging at the Terror Trader shop, you know, for here on out. And look, I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to become a real big Zagone fan, and I think we might start carrying this
Right.
Zagone line here at Terror Trader and all that stuff. So you might see this, and a cool thing about it was Aaron was just like, hey, you guys like some stuff? We'll do custom paint, you know, colorways for you guys. We'll do this and that. So
Right.
what a great American company. And once again, they've been building masks since the 70s, so they know what they're doing, and they're pretty innovative, especially with the jaw moving masks they have
Right.
and all that stuff. So I don't know why I slept on Zagone. I apologize out there
But
because
here we are.
yeah, but they're a great company, and I'm very happy to own kind of my first. I think it's my first
I think so too.
Zagone mask / Beak Something Studios mask. So
Right on.
pretty stoked, man. So yeah, great job on this. And so there you guys go. Check this out. It is once again the hanging. I'm sorry, no, it's Why Yes I Do.
Why, yes, I do. Yeah.
Yes,
The older brother.
or we'll just say Hanging I Do 3.
Yeah.
How about that? I don't know. I'll just name it. All right. Will there be a Hanging I Do 4? Stay tuned. I don't know.
Yeah,
Right. So, well, all right. That's it, guys. We're going to go. Oh, actually, no, it is. We forgot how much we fucking pay for this, man. So that's something that's really cool too, because
Very affordable.
Yeah, very affordable mask, and the fact that we're getting these masks with the custom color paint sometimes is that. And I was like, what's the damage here, Mr. Lewis?
Yeah.
And yeah, he said 125.
Yeah.
125, and I was like,
Shipped, too.
shipped,
Yeah,
by
yeah.
the way, which is a killer price, guys, for a custom made mask. So there you guys go. Once again, Zagone Studios, Aaron D. Lewis. I think it's Aaron _D_Lewis _1973 on Instagram. Maybe I'll pop that up here. Make it look cool, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But go give him a follow. Well, he also does rock bottom novelties and all that stuff. So good guy stuff. All right. Well, that's it, man. I think we're gonna let this eyeball hang to the right.
Oh God.
And that being said, let's close the Mask Morgue doors.